Javed Ansari, you're hearing two sides. You see, this Delhi liquor policy case has now spread from Delhi to Telangana. What is interesting, the Telangana leg seems to have gone slow as the elections there come closer. The Delhi end of it is heating up, and there are reports that the ED has even more incriminating material, they claim, not yet out in the public domain, which would suggest that decisions were taken that eventually led to monetary benefits. Do you see this as a political case, or do you believe the Aam Aadmi Party will also have much to answer?
Look, as a matter of principle, nobody is above the law and everybody needs to be held accountable. But accountability must be across the board, not selective. You can't, and today in the 3M case, the Supreme Court made some very telling observations. They said that the Enforcement Directorate must not be vindictive, and it needs to act in a very transparent manner and in a manner that evoke people's confidence. So prima facie, they do believe that the ED's conduct leaves some things to be desired. With regards to what kind of an effect this will have, the jury is still out. Mr. Kejriwal's welfare versus the allegations against him. And, I do not buy this argument that, okay, you face the courts, you face the investigating agencies, if you have nothing to hide, if you have nothing to answer for, you will be set scot-free. When will you be scot-free? The provisions of the PMLA, of the Enforcement Directorate, are so stringent that the process itself kills you. The process destroys you. For the next several months, you will just be running around courts. You will be running around investigating agencies. They'll summon you at midnight. 7 people will ask you the same questions in 7 different ways, and then you go. Which innocent person, kaun Sharif Admi, would want to subject himself to this kind of humiliation, to this kind of mental torture? And therefore, the
fact though is that in this Delhi liquor, the fact though is in the Delhi liquor policy case, Arvind Kejriwal himself, Jasmine Shah, was questioned by the CBI for over 9 hours on April 16, 2023. You've had raids carried out on several officials. In each case, the accusation is irregularities in the formulation, implementation of the now scrapped excise policy. The question, therefore, is that some are asking, will Mr. Kejriwal be next? Is that the fear that the Aam Aadmi Party has, that Arvind Kejriwal could be the next in line?
Rajdeep, first let me very clearly tell your viewers that there is not a single person in Aam Aadmi Party who fears any action from Modi's pet agencies, because this in effect shows that how much he fears Aam Aadmi Party, the rise of Aam Aadmi Party as a national party within 10 years, and to the potential impact that Aam Aadmi Party will have in the 2024 election. And I think this point needs to be underscored, that we have never seen in the history of our country a political witch hunt where, and on a policy, the so-called excise policy, which actually led to an increase in revenue collections of the government, on which not an iota, not a single rupee has been recovered. But this fictitious case has been built only and because they want to destroy the Aam Aadmi Party.
The charge is not increase in revenue collection. The charge is kickbacks. Jasmine Shah, the charge is of kickbacks.
Is a scam. No, the kickback also has to be proven, right? For 1.5 years, they have been saying that this is the charge. 1,000 raids, 50,000 pages of documents have been recovered. 500 witnesses have been spoken to. Many witnesses have alleged that they have been threatened. They are, the security of their and their family is at stake. And they are said that sign on this blank paper and we will say what you have to say. So is this how you are going to treat opposition in 2023 after 75 years of independence? I think this is going to be the final death knell of the Modi government. The writing is on the wall, Rajdeep. Today, nobody in BJP is willing to talk about the issues of the people. Nobody's talking on inflation. Where will the jobs come from? Where will the investments come from? The entire BJP government is only out there either arresting a good journalist, just like we have seen yesterday, who are asking important questions of the government, or the strongest voices in the parliament, like Mr. Sanjay Singh. First, they put him out of they suspended him from the parliament because he was
Okay.
the one to ask the toughest questions. Today, they have arrested him. Not a single evidence was recovered even today.
Okay.
But just because you have a draconian law under the Enforcement Directorate, you can go ahead and arrest anyone and everyone. Whereas so many BJP leaders, so many of them, Mukul Roy, Suvendu Adhikari, Chhagan Bhujbal, all of them, they're not even called for investigation. So it shows clearly what is going on in this country, and people are not fooled.
Okay.
BJP should know that you cannot fool the people all the time.
I will leave it there. Those are very strong words that you're using.
I'm sorry,
Sardar
Rajiv,
RP
you
Singh,
give uninterrupted
Javed
time
Ansari,
to the Aam
and
Aadmi Party.
Jasmine. I will give you. Okay, before you make that accusation, I have a very important. The World Cup is coming. You're a cricket fan, but I will give you. So I have an interview with Sunil Gavaskar and Harbhajan Singh, but I will give you 1 minute to respond. क्या ये कहीं आपकी भौकलाहट है? According to the opposition, the BJP is using the ED to spread fear in their ranks. And the moment someone switches to the BJP, the ED cases are dropping. This charge is being made again and again. A quick response, RP Singh.
Let me turn this around. I hope you will not intervene. Let me turn this around in Punjab. So what is Aam Aadmi doing with Congress in Punjab? They have arrested 4 of their ministers, including the Deputy CM, who's still in jail. One of the leaders, the key leader, Sukhpal Khera, who's in jail. So what do you think? What are they doing there? Are they trying to do the same what you are accusing us? I mean, are they trying to arm twist Congress to get into some sort of alliance and give them some seats in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh? Does that mean that? I mean, one side Mr. Kejriwal says that we...
No, but it is very interesting, RP Singh. It is very interesting, RP Singh, that in this very Delhi liquor scam case, originally among those investigators was K. Kavita, the TRS leader. Suddenly the heat seems to have gone off her, and you're now focusing on Delhi. The rumor was the BJP wanted some kind of a backroom deal with the TRS. So all the time you're accused of using ED to settle political scores.
Well, I mean, I understand you are good at doing a lot of fiction writing and do a lot of fiction story building also. But let's understand, Ajay Makhan, Mr. Dixit, Alka Lamba, all of them have accused Aam Aadmi Party of liquor scam, of Sheesh Mahal, not me. He said Mr. Kejriwal went to Bhupesh Bagel's constituency and said he's the most corrupt chief minister. So who's talking? I mean, when they say about each other, it's okay with you and it's okay with them. But the fact is, no one talks about it. I mean, let's understand, the problem is that let's fight against corruption. Whoever is corrupt, wherever he is, whether he's in Telangana, whether he's in Delhi, or whether he's in Punjab.
Well, at the moment, it seems that corruption only is in opposition-ruled states. All the BJP-ruled states are like the river Ganga, totally pure, is what is being suggested. I'm afraid that's the perception, RP Singh. You can claim whichever way you want. ये public है, ये सब जानती है. अंदर क्या है, बाहर क्या है, सब कुछ पहचानती है.